Hello Leo, Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is your reading for June 2024. It's for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please don't forget to drop a comment if you would like to be entered into the free draw for June 2024. Leo, on the dice you've got the Sun and the 8th house. So in terms of what's coming through in the cards here, I think we are being asked to focus on the body because I've got heighten your vitality there. But the Sun is your identity, it's your physical well-being, it's your mental health. We've got the 8th house. Now the 8th house is usually other people's resources. It can speak of death, endings, taxes, debts, liabilities, and possibly even secrets ruled by Scorpio. I'm going to get straight into your oracle cards before we get into your Lenormand spreads. We have got a time to give rather than take, the new moon in Virgo. Let's have a look at this one. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation, where you are and where do you want to go. The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it, so if you're unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies to add these into your routine, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're over-analysing things or being too critical. It's time to ask what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. Sorry, it's time to ask less what someone else can do for you, but what you can do for others. So attune to this moon, recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Pay attention to detail if you want success. Gradual improvements are coming. Be of service to others and love and money will follow. And the person you're asking about is reliable. So Virgo is the sign of health, service and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feel of the harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be that a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do. And then we have heighten your vitality. Tap into the depths of your being and draw on your personal power. If you feel like your energy is low, infuse your mind with the warmth of sunlight and visualize this light bringing new energy into you. You have energetic reserves to draw on. So allow this energy boost to flow through you. Connect with others or do something you love to continue creating the change you need. Spend time with a friend, smile, laugh, share human touch. All right. So we've got some stresses coming through here, basically, Leo. I think it's more than likely on the job front, and if it's not specifically the job, it's in terms of our responsibilities. So as the Leo I'm reading for, we have got the birds, and that's about, with this combination, it really is about anxiety. Naturally, it can't just be about having conversations, talking to a friend, talking to a colleague, but what we might be talking about is the responsibilities we feel we have in terms of our finances, or in terms of the actual work we do. I feel that there's some sort of a lethargy. There's definitely some sort of lethargy or disinterest coming through here. We may feel that there's communication coming through that things are maybe a bit unsettled, possibly at home, or we're not feeling particularly successful or powerful even at the minute. The stresses that could be coming through may be in connection with another person here, with the Emperor, but it means that we are in some way feeling low or confused, maybe a bit depressed. There's some sort of disturbance even in terms of the Emperor. Now the Emperor can obviously be the father, the boss. I think it's more likely the boss because the Knight of Pentacles is above him. This could be a conversation you're having with a superior or an authority figure. And if it's not that, the conversation is around the pressure that one feels in terms of rules and regulations, somebody laying down the law. And there's almost a feeling that, yeah, it's dissatisfying. You know, we might not feel valued, we might feel not particularly successful. And I can see that that might well bring about an ending, a choice to possibly end something. Now with the Central Star card here, that talks about hopes and wishes, and it can be just about things spreading. But I think there is, it may even be a hope or a wish to sort of, you know, travel abroad or explore, go on a new adventure. But I just feel that is in some way this month anyway going to be delayed for you. I was going to say Virgo, but I know I'm reading for Leo, and I've just seen that we've flipped over to the 5th house here, of children, creativity, sex and romance, because I have the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse is someone who is wishy-washy, who's very idealistic, who doesn't follow through with whatever they're putting out there. And they might not take any action at all, quite frankly. So there may be, you know, a lot of talk, but not a lot of action in terms of actually pursuing what one would like to. That could be you, could be someone else. General reading. We do have some sort of resolution here. I think the answer is maybe not exactly what we want to hear, because I've got my Fool card in reverse, and then I'm following up with the blockage card, the Mountain. Now, it could say that the answer is to, you know, travel abroad, or, you know, move away, pastures new, that sort of thing. I feel this is saying to me that there's some sort of lockdown here. There is, for some reason, an inability to possibly free oneself. Now, bear in mind the 8th houses can be a bit legacies, inheritances, that sort of thing. So just keep that in the back burner, because I do have the Emperor, and then I do have the Death with the Man here. That's not saying somebody's going to die. Obviously, it could mean somebody has already passed, but I just feel it's an ending. There's an ending involving this masculine energy, who I could even be reading for. It's almost like a hope or wish is kind of dashed, you know, and that could be in terms of work, money, romance. But I feel it's really kind of bloody disappointing, is what I feel. And I almost feel it's kind of sapping someone's energy. They may be almost too self-absorbed, and they kind of need to get themselves back into a good routine, looking after themselves, self-care, you know, yeah, thinking of others rather more than themselves, because I actually think that's maybe the way out of feeling this kind of low vibe, flatness. There's a lot of communication this month. I mean, we've got the birds, we've got the letter, and we've got the rider. All the communication cards are out in a 9-box spread, so that speaks to, as a message in itself here. So this can be some sort of announcement. It sometimes can be a visitor, and it may well be the 5 of Cups is in reverse. So it's nice to see it in reverse. It may be that somebody's not feeling as low or sad as they would be, or they're maybe not as regretful of something. I don't know if that's the reality. I'll be honest. It almost feels that I just feel someone's emotions are very much up and down, you know. The one minute they can be feeling really, really low and under pressure, not knowing where to go and dissatisfied, and in another moment they've got like this hope and passion and dream, and they're going to go off and they're going to do it and they're going to get it resolved. That's not going to happen this month, Leo, either for you or whoever you're connecting with, because I just see a lockdown here. And I obviously hate to use that word now, but there is some sort of delay. There's a block. It could be in terms of, you know, distance or travel, but it's also come up with the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles is a card of holding on. I've got 3 4s here. It's very much a month where not a lot is happening other than maybe talk. This speaks of stagnation. I feel there's kind of maybe some instability going on in the home front, or it's maybe somebody's not very comfortable in their environment, whether that's the workplace or their actual home. But maybe it's literally the finances that are enabling or disabling someone from doing what they want to do, from following some sort of passion or dream here. It may just be that they're just all talk, no action, and that could be you, Leo. Because somebody needs a plan. I feel somebody needs some sort of, you know, plan to actually move in the direction they want to, rather than just talk about it. The Fool being in reverse can be that we are risk averse in some way, but can also be that we make a stupid decision here. And I'm slightly wary with the Fool in reverse, with the Emperor in the upright here, that could be the case, that there is a bit of a misstep here. Let's just have a wee look. But I just feel that at the end of the month there is some sort of stop. Something's ending. Somebody's either ending something, putting the foot down, or, you know, whatever hopes and wishes here, they're not able to be followed through on for whatever reason, Leo. Okay, so we'll maybe have a bit of an ego problem here, Leo. Complacency. Gratitude. Okay, the confusion is representing what the clouds is here. So we don't know what to do, and the clouds it can be suspicion, but it's usually just kind of been under a cloud, you know. Okay, so complacency is kind of summing this up, because as much as I think someone has hope, wish, dream, they talk about it a lot, they're disappointed, they're not getting into any battles or arguments, but I think someone might be kind of putting a face on how they feel about something. There's a lack of action, basically, Leo. And somebody, you know, maybe has quite a big, might actually have some sort of dent to their ego this month. There's definitely some stress and there's some disappointment. Right, that's the Emperor. And then we've got some sort of journey here. So the boss could be away, but the official person is the authority in the reading, and that's the one that's bringing in the clouds here. So, you know, there might be a conversation with the boss here or an authority figure. Somebody may be moving, that may be what the conversation is. I just don't see it happening. I'm going to go to the... I just don't see it happening. I don't read them in reverse, then I see change. There is a change that somebody wants to make. There is a hope and a wish that somebody wants to follow. For whatever reason, they either won't do it, can't do it, or it's not realistic. Four of Pentacles. That's to do with work and money. Possibly how much someone's getting paid. Oh, there's the Thief card here. So this can mean that somebody obviously has taken something from work. There may be you know, some guilt around that. There may be a lot of suspicion, and somebody is getting very, very worried that they might indeed lose their job over this. But it can also mean that somebody feels something's been taken from them unfairly, something that they were due. The Thief in the occupation. So somebody may be put on a time out here, Leo, or, you know, they may be having some time off sick. I think they may be, you know, oh, there's the Sun, that's not so bad. We have got the Sun and the Moon. So there could be definitely a relationship here, a commitment, a marriage, a contract of some sort. I feel somebody is very confused this month. Very, very confused, and maybe a little bit depressed. And there's definitely something going on at work involving money. And that, I really do feel that is in some way coming to light. And it may be that somebody is, you know, given the heave-ho, or their life is made too difficult in terms of like their job, you know, that they have a bit of a time out, or maybe some sickness, time off, something like that. Leo, advice for Leo. As I say, Leo, I don't know if this is you. Right, so somebody doesn't know what direction to go in here, basically. And they're jealous of what somebody else has, basically. And that may be somebody's promoted above them, or somebody's getting more, or there's a big, you know, it could be to do with an inheritance. But it's, I think it's more to do with work, and in terms of, you know, what somebody's getting paid, or how somebody's being treated. And yeah, there's a lot of talk, not a lot of action. Because either they don't know what direction to go in, you or them. Or they're in some way prevented from that due to their financial situation. Okay, so I don't really know if that's advice, but I'm just saying that whoever I'm reading for is not going to make any moves this month. The only move that they would make, if they make a move at all, is to have a time out, is to have some sort of rest, is to deal with whatever's going on in their head, what's creating this envy. Let's see what they're envious of. They're envious of someone who's able to create harmonious relationships, basically. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles in reverse here, and the Tower. So I don't know if somebody's had some sort of disagreement, or they're going through a breakup and they're watching someone else, you know, get on with their lives. But I am getting a kind of sense of slight bitterness coming in here. There's definitely a lot of news, and the news may well be that somebody's been cut out of something. Now, if there is an inheritance issue, it'll be being, you know, not getting what you expected, or someone else not getting what they expected, or someone else being cut out altogether. But this is someone who's looking out. When they have a great deal, they actually have a great deal, and they're not showing sufficient gratitude for what they actually have. They're more interested in what everybody else has. Sounds a bit harsh. I don't mean to sound harsh, it's just my voice sometimes, but Leo, that is your reading. Please do let me know if it resonates. Don't forget to drop a comment, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.